Plaid Hat Games, they announced this new title called Crystal Clans, which is a 2-player head-to-head expandable board game that it looks Summoner Wars-esque in that you have cards sort of as your units on your board. And there were a few little gameplay mechanics that I thought sounded interesting that might make this stand out from the pack. For one, the action system is based on how much you do and your opponent does to determine how much you're going to be able to do. I said that in a bad way. But basically, the more
it looks at what you do and what your opponent does.
The more you do on your turn, the more your opponent is going to be able to do.
Right.
So you may want to hold off because it's going to give them more opportunities.
And it also brings up different strategies. You might want to, your deck style could be to almost stranglehold your opponent by being able to just play one card a turn or something.
Right, so that's...
Or one action a turn, I mean.
Right, that's interesting. Also, there are going to be, at least at the start, 6 different clans that you can attempt to choose from with their own abilities and powers, of course.
By expandable, you meant like they could release new...
Just like Ashes. Some other things the game has, it's got... You can group your units together in squads and move them together as
banding.
one, which is neat. There's also the thing that I usually like where cards have different sort of options you can use them as. So you can use it either as a unit or as a battle card during kind of combat encounters. So there's versatility in that regard. And as we said, I think the art style looks really neat. It's very colorful. Basically, the goal of the game is first person to get 4 of these crystals, and the crystals are cards that have more ability. Once you get it, you get to do something. One of them was look at your opponent's hand and make them get rid of a card or something like that. And they give you points. You're also doing victory points. So, I mean, Plaid Hat, as we said, has done this expandable board card game thing before and been pretty successful at it. I know you're a big fan of Ashes, which is still going. So I'm looking forward to this. I think they know what they're doing at this point. This seems to be their forte.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you like the sort of tactical, I'd say it falls almost like a tactical war game, kind of. Definitely something worth to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, with a little. This one seems a little more to have more of those actions that are a little more on the take that side. So a little less like strictly strategic and a little on the goofier side. Not like Munchkin, but just a little towards that edge of things, which is maybe a little more up my alley, I think, personally. So I'm looking forward to maybe a slightly lighter way.
Jonathan only likes board games if they come with Groucho Marx glasses.
I really think more should. There's very few that do. If you enjoyed this video, it was just a snippet of our full-length podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel every week. So please go ahead, like, and subscribe for more board game-related content coming at you in the future.
And don't forget to check out rollforcrit.com, where we actually sell a lot of the games we talked about, as well as post news and all our other videos. Until then, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit.